I have black fatigue towards my own community at this point. It's constant blaming and stepping outside of the accountability and self-reflecting and fixing issues that is in our community that is currently ongoing. I also like to bring up historical facts that white people did not start or even came into the transatlantic slave trade till later on. The Arabs and the blacks in Africa, they were trading slaves. Okay, you can look this up and do a deep dive on the transatlantic slave trade. They were trading in slaves, and then the Portuguese and then the Spaniards, they dominated the slave trade. It wasn't until later on that the Europeans saw how progressive and how economically beneficial it would be that they then came into and brought slaves over to America. So the ignorance in history in the black community and then just pandering to the idea of victimhood when in 1676, the social construct of race was created by the wealthy establishment, the elites. So they passed laws when the indentured slaves, which were white Europeans, and the blacks, they formed an uprising against the wealthy establishment. So they passed laws banning interracial marriage, us gathering together with indentured slaves gathering together with black slaves and because they didn't want an uprising. So what they did was give the poor whites a little more status in the system that was made to oppress them. And then it created a racial hatred towards blacks hating whites because it seemed like they had more status and privilege. Well, at the end of the day, they did that to divide and conquer while the wealthy hoards resources. They don't care about race. The wealthy hierarchy establishment does not care about race. It only cares about funding its pockets in wealth and original bloodlines. So I think education is key instead of pandering to this narrative. And all they had to do was plant a seed and now it's mutated. And so we are seeing the mutation in 2026. And you can't really blame Trump or the Democrats because political parties have been set in place to create the further divide. Both parties serve the same master. So if you even do research about the donors, it all connects to the donors. No politician has any power unless they are funded by the donors, and they all get their money from the same donors. So we are actually in a one-party system. There's no such thing as Democratic or Republican. It's just a one-party. America is a one-party system. The end.
It is a facade.
Well, it's not really technically a one-party system. It's really a